Before we begin, we recommend that you disconnect your 12-volt battery to power off the vehicle. As well, park on a level surface and ensure that your parking brake is engaged and the vehicle is secure. We also chalk the wheels to make sure the vehicle never rolls away. Inside the vehicle, we will begin by reaching under this trim panel here and popping it out. And I'll work along the top of this trim panel. Where I'll pop it out on the passenger side as well. Set this in a safe place. Next, we will remove these leather covered trim panels on either side of the center console. There's one. These lift up and then they fold out. And there's two. Next, we're gonna remove this trim panel here with the mouse. You'll reach under the side and pop it up, and then we'll come to the driver's side, pop it up. We can free it and spin it to the side here. We're now going to remove this factory gear shift knob, spin it counterclockwise. We'll take it off and set it in a safe place. With the knob removed, reach under here. We'll pop free this part of the center console and we'll set it to the side. Prior to pulling the factory radio, we're going to reach under this panel here from the glove box and pop it out. Support it along the length of the car as you do this. We'll set it somewhere safe. Next, you can reach under the climate control panel and pop it down. There'll be one harness to disconnect. Set it in the back. We're now going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts that hold the factory radio into place. I'm going to use an extension for these. With all 4 removed, we can grip the radio and slide it out. I'm going to grab a towel now to protect it. We're going to proceed to begin installing the Hamilton upgrade kit here. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the wiring. This is our LVDS video signal wire. We're going to remove a green wire from the back of the factory radio, plug it into the Hamilton female. The Hamilton male is going to go back into the factory radio. And we're going to have this blue and magenta. These will go into the Hamilton box. Now these colors may change in the future. If they do change, it'll be labeled on the Hamilton diagram. You'll have a small antenna to install for your wireless CarPlay. This is a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi antenna. It'll plug in right here. The DIPs should be preset from us. If they need to be changed, there will be a little note in your box that shows you how to set your DIP settings. These control how your screen shows up. Here's the main wiring harness with 2 little accessories. On the primary wiring harness here, we've got this connector that goes into the Hamilton box. The speaker is not going to be used on this one, nor is this reverse. We have these other connectors here, one labeled audio, one is labeled the main power wire. We're going to remove a wire that looks like this from the back of the factory radio and plug it into the Hamilton female. The Hamilton male will go into the back of the radio. For audio, there's a wire 1 space away from the primary wire. We're going to remove a wire that looks like this from the back of the factory radio, plug it into the Hamilton female, and the Hamilton male will go back into the radio. We have this small accessory labeled for mouse, and it's going to plug into the female side labeled media can here. This male side is not going to be used. We're going to pull the wire out from the front of the factory mouse, run this under here. The mouse wire will go in here, and this wire will go back into the front of the original mouse. This is your USB accessory harness. Our system is going to automatically use your factory microphone and factory backup camera. We won't need to use any of these wires. We will plug this into the Hamilton box. We'll drop this USB to a convenient location. I'll show it to you. And this will be for your wired CarPlay, wired Android Auto, or if you ever need to update your device via USB. We're going to take this main power wire out of the factory radio. To do this, you'll press down on this gray tab here. The bar will swing out. We'll plug it into the Hamilton female side here. Make sure it clicks into place. We're gonna take the main Hamilton male wire, we'll line it up to the back of the original radio, gently set it into place, and make sure it clicks. Next, we'll take this audio harness here, plug this into a socket that is one space away from the main power wire. So we go main power, skip, audio. And this one is going to plug into the Hamilton female. Now for media CAN, we'll go ahead and plug in the adapter wire for the mouse. We'll take the mouse wire, we'll connect it to the one for media CAN. Now we can gently pick up the radio here. We're gonna run this wire down where it will be accessible for the mouse. We need it to go around the radio bracket so it does not get in the way of reinstalling the radio. So I'm gonna go around this plastic bracket and I'm gonna pull it out down here. We've got this wire labeled for mouse here, and we've run it around this lower bracket, so as I reinstall the factory radio, it's not going to get in the way. We've got it pulled out down here. Press down on the tab and remove from the back of the radio this green wire here. We're going to plug it into the Hamilton female. We'll plug the Hamilton male back in that slot. Make sure you hear both of those click. We're now going to take the USB wire. I'm going to run it down through the back here. And then if you'd like to, you can come around the front and you can run it under this plastic piece so that it's concealed. Or you can leave it back here. This would be for wired CarPlay or for charging your phone. We will now make all of the connections into the Hamilton box, starting with the LVDS wires, the USB, and the primary power harness. Don't forget about the antenna for the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. And with everything connected now, let's take the box and we'll go ahead and organize it down back behind the factory radio. So I'm going to be taking this, I'm going to feed all the wires back here, and I'm going to tuck it well down below the factory radio into the spare space at the bottom. And then we can take the radio and we can return it to its position. Just like that, we'll put the bolts back on. With the factory radio reinstalled, we'll go ahead and line up this upper trim portion here, and we'll snap it into place. Next, we're going to disconnect this harness from the front of the mouse. We've routed this Hamilton harness here around the bracket so it did not get in the way as we reinstalled the radio. We're going to plug the Hamilton male side into the mouse, and we'll plug the mouse male side into the Hamilton female. Now we'll align this lower trim panel and we'll snap it into place. Next, we'll take the air vent control panel. We'll reconnect it. We'll line it up and we'll snap it into place. We're now going to take these two leather covered trim panels on either side of the center console, line them up, and we'll snap them into place. There's a tab at the top that needs to locate into these locator holes. Start with the front tab, line it up, and we'll snap it into place. We'll move along next to this trim panel down here, lining it up, and we'll snap it into place. Finally, we'll take this trim panel, line up the clips, and we'll snap it into place. Go ahead and reconnect the gear shift knob. We'll simply thread it on, tighten it up, and align it straight. The installation is now complete. Open up your iPhone, Settings, and come to the Bluetooth menu. Locate your new Hamilton device. Go ahead and click on it. When the pairing code pops up, click Pair. Allow to Contacts and Favorites. And if you get a prompt that says Use CarPlay, click Use CarPlay. CarPlay will open automatically. Let's talk about it a little more from here. A few important points to note about using the system. Long holding the menu button for 3 seconds in front of your mouse switches between your factory system and the Hamilton system. By default, what you're going to do is pair your phone to CarPlay through the Hamilton system, and then you want to set your factory system in aux mode. You would do this just like you would change your audio source between FM radio and Bluetooth. Come here to source, set it to aux mode. CarPlay will initiate with a Bluetooth connection, and then it automatically creates a Wi-Fi connection that's a high-speed connection. So if you see your Wi-Fi flip to disconnected after pairing, don't worry about it, as long as CarPlay is showing. One side note, we have some customers who say, hey, I don't want to use aux mode. I'd prefer to use my factory Bluetooth to stream audio. Can I do this? The answer is yes, you can, but we need to change a setting in the Hamilton unit first. So for those of you who want to use the system the way it is, don't worry about this. You'll simply pair your phone to the Hamilton system, you'll forget your factory Bluetooth, and you'll put your car into aux mode. If you're somebody who believes you'd rather use factory Bluetooth than aux mode, for whatever reason, shoot our customer service team a quick email, support@hamiltonmotorcompany.com, and we'll send you a setting to change so that you can use factory Bluetooth. Our team has done extensive testing, and we believe aux mode and factory Bluetooth are indistinguishable when it comes to audio quality. Long holding that menu button will take us back to CarPlay, and here we are. You can see this system is compatible with your original mouse. Of course, your original backup camera as well will continue to work. We have a tech support team here to take care of you, and our 3-year Hamilton guarantee. It's a top-of-the-line warranty that'll protect you before, during, or after your purchase. We appreciate your business.